Hi everybody, welcome back to Harmon Speaks. If you're wondering, we are in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountains today. We're at a part of the park called Elkmont. This was a mining town that was built back in the early 1900s that is now abandoned. And the houses belong to the park now. They are doing some renovations here. They're going to make them available again to the public. But for right now, this is technically a ghost town. And it's October. I like the sound of ghost town in October. So we're going to do our show here today. We're going to walk around, look at a few things, just see what it's like. Don't expect a lot of ghosts to jump out at us. This is a heavily touristed area. I don't think ghosts are going to hang around much. But I could be wrong, and we might can see a few things. We'll see. A couple other things I need to explain before we go. Yes, I am wearing a Tennessee sweatshirt. If you don't know, last Saturday was the third Saturday in October, and there were two teams you may have never heard of played football. One was the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and one is somewhere in Alabama. I don't know what they're called. The reformatory school, I don't know what they're called. But anyway, they played football. The real team won, and I was very excited about that, so I have my my sweatshirt on today. Secondly, you'll notice I'm walking around in shorts. It's probably about 40 degrees out here. Why am I wearing shorts? So I can take my legs off if I ever need to. This particular pair is a uncomfortable pair, so sometimes I have to remove them. And I can't do that in long pants. So, am I cold? Heck no. Let's do it. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Let's go see this place. You are going to notice here me doing one thing that I fear the most, walking up stone steps with wet leaves. This is going to be great. So here we go. Why do I do it, you ask? Well, to get to the top. It's kind of obvious, isn't it? There we go.
Woo!
Yeah.
You did it, you did it.
All right. Now it's going to be a little dark in here, and I'm hoping for a ghost, so we'll see how it goes. Woo, it's cold, even in here. I have read that a lot of these houses had sunrooms, so this may have been wired off at some time to keep the bugs out, but it's a nice view, so I like it. It's been my experience, if you have a house with a fireplace, you'll find a ghost leaning on one side or the other. It almost always happens for me there. And I don't know if it's just a focal point or what, but unfortunately I don't see anything, so I just feel watched, which is not unusual.
That's me.
You're not watching me. All right, we're back now in the far end of the Elkmont. We decided to come up the hill and work it down. Now I wanted to come up here to point out the street here that goes down the between the houses, and there'll be a car coming in just a second. But if you are in a wheelchair user, and you want to get through this part, you can go through this street. And there are cars coming, but they're fairly rare. So you just time it where they're not around, or just pull over the side and it'll be fine. There are some places like this where the wall is watch out, there's a truck coming. But the wall is incomplete, so you may be able to get up there. I don't know how agile you are in the chair, but you might be able to come through that way. How y'all doing? Anybody willing to talk on camera? You don't have to run. I have very few people watch my show. I'm up to maybe 60 people. It's not a lot. But we're up here looking around. Just I've been here before, a couple years ago with my wife, but I haven't been up here in a while. Do they know when the houses will be reopened? The ones that are shut down?
They're open now. The only two that are shut, this one is being
This
cleaned
one?
up, and the one that's being finished up. The rest of them are
Okay. Okay, everybody else is open, huh? All right, how many ghosts have you seen here?
No, there's not it's not, no ghosties, ghoulies, or...
Now, that's something the park makes you say. Is that correct?
no.
No.
That's
It's
something
just-
somebody's made up.
I know. I'm just playing. I've never seen one here either, but I like coming up here and looking. If you're going to call it a ghost town, I'm going to be here. But I do enjoy this sort of thing. So you've never seen anything creepy up here at all, huh? Other than me.
Just, yeah,
Just me.
just us.
Okay. Well, okay.
Now, what are the plans for the?
When the cabins are redone,
Cabins.
what are you going to do with them?
They're here for people to walk through.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Historical, it's a historical district.
They're
Right.
period restoration.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Great.
So the guys that are doing them are doing incredible work.
They are.
We've got a lot of archival data to where they can look at the colors, the
Right.
style,
Oh,
construction, and so they're putting them back together as close to what they were.
Okay. That's great.
Specialists helping them, and the park guys themselves are phenomenal. They do the work over in Kate's Cove and a lot of the other places too.
Right. Right.
Fabulous.
We did a show about and I can't remember the name of the house in Cades Cove, where they put in the handicap ramp type thing that goes all the way to the
The
house.
first one going in.
Do you remember the name of that? We were trying to think of that earlier today. We did a show there when they first opened it up,
Was
and
it-
I loved it. I was really
The
impressed.
Miller Cabin or something.
That may be it. That may be it. I just can't remember.
There's 8 or 10 cabins that have all had restoration work going on.
Is that right?
And it could be any of those. I don't
Yeah,
know the
yeah.
name.
Well, the ramp was, I think, the big story that they had put one in there. That way wheelchair riders could get up to the
That was
house.
done this past year.
Yeah, and it's impressive. I enjoy walking up there, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying that, so I appreciate that. I like that the park sends the message that they want people like me in the park. You know, that's important.
The park is really accessible.
Yes, sir, I have found
The
that.
piece that you go to
Uh-huh.
around the park, Clingman Stone all the way to Kate's Cove,
Right,
is really
Right.
accessible.
yeah. Well, I walked up Klingman's Dome a couple times, and I don't know if accessible is right for an old fat guy, but I made it.
There's benches on the side.
It was accessible, but that was a lot of work. But I made it to the top, and I was very proud about that.
That's excellent.
Well, thank you. One thing I thought was really funny, I got about 2/3 of the way up there, and I sat on the bench to catch my breath. And this guy came, I didn't know him, sat down beside me, and he said, "You're doing great." And he was cheering me on. I said, "Well, thank you, I appreciate it." He said, "But you know you got to go all the way to the top." And I said, "The way I'm breathing right now, I'm not so sure." And he laughed, and he said, "There are a lot of people that have passed you going up that are rooting for you. Come on up. I'll walk with you the whole way." So we walked up to the top, and there were a bunch of people. They're going, "Yay!" It was the funniest thing I ever seen. And my wife was with me, and I said, "They didn't cheer for you. You noticed that, right?" And she didn't kill me, but it was funny. But I do appreciate that the park is so accessible and that they care about people like us coming through this. So that's what my show is about, trying to urge people with disabilities to get off the couch and get out and enjoy their life. So thank you for helping us do
We'll
that.
find a better resource locally to do that.
Absolutely.
It's just described in the park.
Absolutely right.
Just about every piece of the park you can get to, it's got some accessible piece to it.
That's exactly true.
And now, did you go down on the trail there's a really nice Sugarland Valley nature trail.
Okay.
And if you go down, like you're going to, actually it's this way, I guess, to the visitor center and then turn right,
Okay.
almost immediately on the left, you'll see a parking area, and there's a lot of handicap places there.
Okay.
But there's a trail, it's a half mile, and it's paved.
Okay.
But it has a foundation of a house in the middle of it.
Oh.
And you
nice.
can go down and sit on a bench by the river.
Okay.
There's benches along the way.
Well, I haven't done that, but I will. That sounds really nice. I'm always looking for reasonable trails. My son had fall break last week, and we went on a couple short ones. Once I get about 2 miles in, I'm done. So I have to keep it reasonable. But
That's a half mile trail, and,
Uh-huh.
and when I've done it, going around it one way, when you turn around and go the other way,
Uh-huh.
it looks totally different.
Really?
It's really kind of cool.
Well, I'm intrigued. I'll try it. It's called Sugarland or
Sugarland Valley Trail.
Sugarland Valley?
Sugarland Valley
Okay.
Nature Center.
Okay.
Something like that. But
All right.
yeah, if you once you turn, like you're going up to Clingman's Dome,
right.
start looking immediately on your
Okay.
left for it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You want to come up and try that next time?
We'll come up and try that.
That sounds great.
Have you done Cataract Falls?
I haven't. No, sir.
At the same place, in Sugarland, at the headquarters.
Okay.
There's a paved trail to go around behind it,
Uh-huh.
and it goes to a waterfall. So
Okay.
This near there, that's a really nice.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's great.
It
You
has
like.
3 or 4
All right.
steps.
That sounds really, really nice. Thanks for letting me know that.
Sure.
So, if you're ready for a trip, you need to go to the Great Smoky Mountains. They have the nicest people on the planet working here. They want to be accessible. They want you to get off the couch and come have a good time. So come up here. Don't waste your time. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you all.
If I see a ghost in here, I'm going to come out and call you a liar, though. This is one of the houses they've redone and opened back up again. Let's go see what we can see. Oh, I like the built-in bookcase. That's nice. The floors are not level.
No. They are rather slopey.
For a guy like me, that's a little treacherous, but that's okay. And here's the kitchen. I promised I wouldn't say something that obvious, but I did. All right, it's going downhill, right? So, ooh, and it's creaking. Will it hold me? Yeah, I hope so. I like
find out.
this. Yeah, we'll find out. Tune in this week to see if I fell through the floor. Let's hope not. I'd rather not. It's a down step. I really like the bookshelves. Ooh, this has a little carpet in it. Or a tile or something. I guess that's tile, yeah. Or something. That's interesting.
I think that's original.
It
When they
must
cleaned
be.
it.
Yeah, I think they just cleaned it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is it tile or what is it?
It looks like it's tile.
I think it is, yeah. It's interesting
Or-
out of date
Or a
design.
sheet of linoleum that looks like tile.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's interesting. If you visit Elkmont and you go to one of their houses, wait in the bathroom at the end of the trial. That's what we did. It's a lot more polite. Look at this hardwood. Nice. It's not level, but it's pretty. Wow. That, I mean, it's...
But it's easy to, anybody on a cane or a walker
Yeah.
can get in here.
Yeah, they can't get in. Well, they got to figure out a way around the wall, but if there's
Yeah.
a way around that, you can get in. You got to get up the stairs too, and that's always an issue. But you know, they're making some effort,
They
so
are.
hopefully they'll figure out that we need a ramp into the building for people too. There we go. If it's Halloween night, my legs make great sound effects. Boom, 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 boom. Unfortunately, my kids are used to them, so I don't scare them anymore. There we are.
Here's another cabin.
Yeah.
This one's got rails so you can get up on.
Yeah, and stairs with railing. That's nice.
Oh, that's good.
I don't have to risk my life. And a screen door without a screen. The insects love these doors. So that didn't work. Now this is awesome. A double fireplace. Step down. Wow. Nope, no fireplace in the back, just the wall. I'm glad I noticed that step down before I took it. Watch your step up.
Step up.
Yeah. Kind of dark in here, so it's
This one's dark.
easy to miss something like that. As beautiful as I think this is not at all haunted.
No.
I don't feel a thing in here.
But this is definitely worth when you're in the mountains.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard a noise. Did you?
That was a sneeze.
That was a sneeze? Okay.
And hopefully a human.
Oh, I hope it's not. Hi, how are you?
Oh, it's a human.
Look at this. With this gorgeous backyard. Got a little storage bin, a house in the back, or that's another neighbor's house on the
No,
other?
that's like a
Is it a storage thing? or-
storage something or
I
other.
think it is, yeah. Nice backyard. This is beautiful. The country boy in me misses this. I don't know that I could live that way again. It's just a
I
little
don't think
too
there's
quiet.
very many of us
Yeah.
that could. This must be where they kept the bad kids.
Yeah, in the bad kid house. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this walk around Elkmont today. I really love this little place. I come here at least once a year. I love the houses. I love walking through it. I love the feelings you get here. It's as you see, we didn't exactly shoo any ghosts out of the house, and who cares? It's a great place to walk and get some memories and remember the houses that were like they were when I was a kid. It's a fun place. Bring your family up here. Have a good time. If you are a wheelchair user, you can use this street in the middle to get close. I'm sorry, none of the houses have ramps yet, so getting in them might be a little bit of a challenge. But at least you can see around them and get an idea of what the area looks like. So I invite you to get out, come here, take a look and see what you like, what you don't like. We're at the height of the leaves changing here in the Smokies. And you can see that we've got tourists, but it's not that bad. So thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. We're only doing a few more shows, so please join us, be a part of what we're doing, and help us change the world one person at a time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.